Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another beautiful week with us. I am your host, Astro Numerologist Lloyd Strayhorn, here on Live with Lloyd. As you see, I have a very distinguished guest that's going to be introduced in a moment. Her name is Dr. Donna Williams-Ngirwa, excuse me. And she is the founder and CEO of Morningside Dental Care, for which I have become a patient, which is why she's on this show. I ain't gonna give you a background about my insecurities about going to a dentist, but she has changed the way I look at things in that way. But since its inception in 1995, she's established the Morningside Dental Care and has provided comprehensive state-of-the-art dental care in Harlem. And you gotta go there to see what I'm talking about. There's no joke. The staff is amazing. Dr. Williams is one of the first dentists in New York City to offer LANAP, which is laser assisted new attachment procedures, and the only FDA approved treatment to help treat gum disease using laser in 2003, as well as receiving a fellowship in natural dentistry, excuse me. Dr. Williams Ngirwa is certified by the dental organizations for conscious sedation known as DOCS, a preceptorship in Bale slash Donine method, and completed a mini residency in airway, TMJ, and sleep apnea with New York. And she successfully petitioned a former governor of New York to recognize February as Gum Disease Awareness Month in the state since 2014. She's also on the board of directors of the nonprofit Adventures. Oh, actually, it's called Ahead Incorporated, which means Adventures in Health, Education, and Agriculture Development. Actually, believe it or not, started by her parents. So this is a very awesome lady. And what I'm going to do before we do that, bring her on, I'm going to give the cosmic forecast for today. All righty. Oops, nope, that's not it. That's not it. Here it is. Okay, good. As you see, the moon, this actually, I always forget because I'm so busy saying where the aspect of the sun and the moon is, but this is Live with Lloyd, where the joy of numerology is the joy of learning and enlightenment. So please like, share, and subscribe. If I don't write this down, I keep forgetting to say it. Yet every time I look at somebody's show that says, please like, share, subscribe, press the button, this, that, and the other. So if you like it, do, share it, do, subscribe, do, and push whatever button they be talking about. But this is Monday. It is the 22nd of August of 2022. The sun is still in the sign of Leo. The moon is in the sign of Cancer. It's a 5 universal month, a 9 universal week, a 9 universal day. So if you are an Aries, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, like my guest is, or Gemini, or born on the 4th, the 9th, the 13th, 18th, 22nd, 27th, and 31st of any month, this is your time. Let there be no question. Actually, it's everybody's time, but we all get a turn. That's how the creator works it. So without further ado, I want to do this. Okay, here we go. This. And I want to say, boy, do I have a special guest for you. This woman is absolutely awesome. And she's had a heart of gold, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But anyway, I want to bring on Dr. Williams Ngirwa. Ngirwa.
Yeah.
Ngirwa. Thank
Yeah.
you. Doctor, how are you? I would say how
I'm
you look beautiful
wonderful.
without that mask on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put you in a mask. I said, oh, that's what she looks like. Okay.
I know since COVID, we don't know what each other look like, really.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it used to be one time you wore a mask, like, what are you up to? Okay. So now things
Yeah.
have changed.
Yeah.
You wrote a very powerful book that I'm going to show people. It's called The Power of a Smile. And I noticed when you wrote it, you said you got it as a result of a poem from Tupac
Yeah.
Shakur. Can you
Yeah.
tell us about that?
Yeah. So definitely, I wanted to make sure that it was relatable to what was contemporary with us. And it was really powerful what he wrote about the smile and how powerful it is. And then, when I think about the smile, and before I go further, thank you so much for having me on. I'm really
You're
excited to be here
welcome.
this evening.
No, I was so impressed. And because of my psychological challenge with dentistry, And when I came to your Morningside Dental Care, I was treated with such love, affection, and kindness and consideration. Okay, that I says, would you like to come on so other people who may have been had issues with the dentistry? Not only that, it can be very costly, which I'm finding out. So
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, for those that fool around, and neglect your teeth, you either pay now, which is little, or you pay later, which is a lot.
Yeah.
So that was the reason why. So it's an honor and a pleasure.
Same, definitely. So a smile is so powerful. We use our teeth and our mouths all day long, and we don't think about it until there's a problem. So, how, except for during COVID, when we make our first impression of how you choose or see somebody, you're
Hmm.
using your smile, your teeth. Very strong first impression. They say that people who have a great smile are better able to get a job, than those who have problems with their teeth.
Interesting.
Um,
Interesting.
how do you find who your mate is, who you're attracted to? A lovely, wonderful smile allows us to do that.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then when you go further, the first stage of digestion occurs in your mouth. And speaking, our ability to even have this conversation this evening is due to our teeth. And so that's why bringing everything together and just talking about how strong and powerful our mouth is. Protection. There's so many ways that our mouth is important.
And you
And
take it
so
for granted.
we take it for granted until we have pain,
And let me
sadly.
tell you, when you have a toothache, boy, try to describe it to somebody is impossible.
It's the worst.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
it
worst.
is. It
Yeah.
is. And this was the thing. First of all, I was struck by just chapter one of your book when you were explaining how when you were in Tanzania, that when you were dealing with the children, you were extracting at least on average 55 teeth a day,
So it wasn't with children.
or
It was
adults.
with it was mainly adults. It was
Hmm.
mainly adults. And so what happened is I do have a background before going to dental school. I was a dental hygienist, and I went to Howard University for undergrad and did my hygiene there. And so I did have a little familiarity, but prior to going to the dental clinic that summer, I was in Tanzania working with the dentist, and I thought I was going there to observe.
Hmm.
And he said, he had two gentlemen who were there with him, and he said, they have the book skills. I mean, they don't have the book skills. I've trained them, but you have the book skills. You've learned how to do this. He said, help me out. And literally, there were just lines of patients waiting to get extractions because there was nothing else that they could do. They didn't have any real preventive treatment. They definitely weren't capable of doing root canals and doing things to save teeth or treating periodontal disease. It was just a line of patients who would be there waiting to have their teeth extracted. He was one dentist for a population of 800,000 patients at the time.
Excuse me, repeat that number again. One dentist for how many in the population?
800,000, the population in that area, 800,000. So you could imagine what it was like. And so you couldn't do anything different. Thankfully, things have improved over time with us being, in Tanzania. I've been able to see huge changes and tremendous improvement but there still are needs
Because I
when
think
you go into the
you make
villages.
frequent or regular trips to Tanzania. Is that correct?
I do. I do. Yeah. In fact, we just recently opened up a dental office in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, which is the port city, well, it's not the capital, but it's the main city in Tanzania. And it's really hustling and bustling. It's not like out in the village,
Yeah.
but we decided that we wanted to put a dental office there, my husband and we wanted to, help to encourage people to go from emergency treatment to try to help people to start to think about prevention, getting routine visits to the dentist. It's been interesting, actually, for me to just see how there's a lot of dental fear in
Yeah.
Tanzania, similar to here. There's, as a world, we're like connected in
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many ways, but to
Hmm.
see those same fears, and it's because people haven't really taken the time to, let's talk about prevention. Let's see about you coming in and getting your teeth cleaned regularly. Let's do an examination. Let's take care of this filling when it's little before it turns into needing a root canal or needing an extraction. And so it's it's a passion project that my husband and I are doing. And
But the way you explained it in the opening chapter of your book, it was extracting all those many teeth that your whole concept was from that moment on, it was about saving teeth
yeah,
rather than extracting teeth. And I
yeah,
know when you were examining me, you were talking about that. Okay, we did this. We ain't gonna go into all the details because I don't know what I'm talking about anyway. But I'm just let you do your business. But the point is, the goal is to save people's teeth.
yeah. Our creator gave us 32 teeth for a reason. And I want to make sure that people value their teeth the same way they value a finger, uh, any other, appendage. They're important. And until they're gone, you don't think about it. And so that's kind of my, what I really want to do. And that's what we do at Morningside Dental Care. And our office in Tanzania is called Afya Bora Complete Dentistry. And we're doing the same thing there.
That's nice. That's nice. I've got some questions from the book because I mean, reading the book, I mean, I have a whole lot of questions. I could keep you on about a good 90 minutes or so, but I'm going to have you back after the holidays, after people be picking out on Thanksgiving and the Christmas holiday, and they're going to really need to see you too. So we're going to do a part two. But in your book, you talked about inflammation, the silent killer. What do you mean?
So basically, the majority of the problems that we have now as a society are deal a lot with inflammation, diabetes, lung infection, heart disease. All of these are based on chronic inflammation. And where in the body do you have the most chronic inflammation that nobody pays attention to? In the mouth. In
Interesting.
the mouth. Yes.
Interesting.
So when people have inflammation in their mouth, they may notice on occasion when they're brushing their teeth, there may be like a little pink on the toothbrush, but they don't
Mm-hmm.
pay attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a root canal and the root canal needs to have a retreatment, or there are a lot of different reasons why you have inflammation in the mouth, but it's silent and it doesn't hurt and it can stay there. And that is responsible for so many comorbidities and morbidities that people have these days. And if people really understood that by just really getting great oral health care and by doing that prevention, they can prevent a lot of health issues.
Well, what's amazing to me in your chapter 4, you talked about the heart of the matter. So we all know that diabetes, obesity, and stuff, cancer, but the main killer is heart disease. You were saying that 50% of mouth infection accounts for the heart disease. Can you
It's
explain that?
associated with,
I was just
absolutely.
blown with that.
So there's two issues, but like I said, in a nickel size of spit, you can have more bacteria than the population in the entire world. There can be that
Repeat that one more time.
in
Are
a
you
nickel
serious?
in a nickel size of spit. Yes, it's very possible. And so your mouth, is teeming with bacteria. And so bacteria, so when you have that area where you're brushing your teeth and you've got that little pink or red on the toothbrush, that is the same entryway of the bacteria to get into the bloodstream and then go to other organs of the body. And as well, when you have that chronic inflammation, it actually lowers your resistance to other infections. So your body is constantly trying to chronically fighting this infection in your mouth. In the meantime, it's not strong enough to be able to take care of all the other assaults that come in it, that come regularly. So the bacteria can go in through the bloodstream and go to the arterial walls. And they've actually done studies where they can open up and look on the walls of the artery and you see bacteria from your mouth.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And to know that 50% of the heart disease, which is the number one killer in this nation,
Hmm.
that 50% of the cause of it is through your mouth.
It's through your mouth.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
High association. Yes.
That means
So
everybody needs to brush their teeth. Use are there any things that they should use other than, they say, well, brush your teeth, wash your mouth. How often should a person brush their teeth? Every morning and evening, I would imagine, or after a meal, or whatever the case is.
the, the best the it's more frequent, it's better to brush more frequently, it's better to brush after each meal, but of course it's very difficult for people to do that often. So if you go to eat something and then afterwards you can rinse your mouth out, it's really a good way to help to reduce the bacteria. And it's plaque bacteria is very sticky, and so you can't just rinse it off. You have to, it's a mechanical action of actually removing that plaque from the surface of the tooth. It could be brushing, flossing is another way, or any type of aid that's actually going to help to remove the bacteria from the tooth. And so it's easier when the teeth are straight to be able to do that. But once you have crowding or you have missing teeth, it actually becomes more challenging to remove it effectively. So you have to add additional aids to help to remove all the plaque and bacteria that are needed.
Wow, that's
So,
that's
but
interesting.
after each meal, do not go to bed at night without brushing your teeth, because that's when your mouth is closed for the longest period of time. So you have the most buildup and growth of plaque and bacteria. So,
So, in other words, they should brush and thoroughly rinse before they even go to bed at night, especially after the meal.
absolutely, absolutely. Yep. I don't care how tired you, how tired you. I tell my son, I don't care how tired he is. Get back up there. You can go brush your teeth.
Okay, and not because you're a dentist, but because you understand the science of a well, clean,
It's
hygienic mouth.
important. It's important. Yes. It makes such a difference.
Wow, that's amazing. You said here an inflamed body is a sick body. That
Mhm.
does that go back to the inflammation, the silent killer?
Exactly. Exactly. So anytime you have inflammation in your body, you are sick in some way. So that's why
How would
it's
a person know? Because at first it's not apparent. How are there telltale signs, so to speak?
so that is why, in addition to eating a healthy diet, reducing the amount of sugar causes
You
or
talked about some of
contributes
the things in here. That's
to
amazing.
inflammation hugely. Using the old president. But
Yeah.
it really is responsible for a lot of inflammation. So watching the types of food that you eat, watching your diet, and taking care of your oral health are like the number one things that you can do.
I was explaining, I had a nutritionist on last week, and I was talking about when you go into these stores in the communities and even in department stores, whether it's a Walmart or Target or whatever the case is, as you're coming out, it's always lined with candy. Knowing adults as well as children, especially, is going to grab some of that candy. I mean, you cannot go into any even small local store without it being lined with candy. And if you're saying sugar is one of the main
Culprits.
challenges,
Yes, absolutely. So it's they're targeting people with the candy. And I will tell you that some people say that like sugar is the only drug that you can just go onto the shelf and take without, any type of regulations. And then, you take the sugar and then you have to have the sugar. You have a taste for the sugar. So, things that people would have that maybe don't have it, that aren't as sweet, you don't like it as much because your body is already enjoying that sugar. Kids, it really, bothers me. You go to the bodega in the
yeah,
morning
yeah,
and you see the kids and they're getting all of that candy. Then they try to go to school and try to concentrate, right? They can't do that because their minds are so taken with the sugar. And then what do we do as a society? We put them on those Ritalin type medications, right? So
interesting.
pardon?
No, I says interesting. That is true.
Yeah. So we've got to really, as a community, really work to control that, as a family unit first, really whatever you can do to help to reduce the amount of sugar that's in your diet, make sure that your family is doing that, and as a community as well, because a lot of the foods that we eat have a lot of sugar.
Sugar,
and
yeah.
and, and then they insidiously, and I'm sure with the nutritionists, and I'm going on because that's the other thing I talk about nutrition a lot, but I'm sure they spoke about the same thing, like reading those labels, looking on
That's
the back,
exactly what he
looking at the amount of
emphasized.
sodium, looking at the amount of sugar that's in whatever works for everywhere else in your body, it works the same for your mouth. It's like
And
teeth
I
don't walk
noticed that
in their own on their own. They're attached to a body.
one of the two most holidays with candy is Halloween, where kids go up and down the neighborhoods or up and down the blocks or whatever, collecting as much candy. And even these department stores, they have sections with rows of candy, all kinds of candy. And it's so tempting, but they got to pay a price of seeing a dentist later on, I would imagine, you know.
Yes,
But
yes,
then it affects their health too because it is so addictive, I would think, you know.
yeah.
So, and then, and of course,
Mm-hmm.
Valentine's Day too. A lot of candies, you know, chocolates,
Yeah.
things of that nature. Is there anything one can do? Like I have a sweet tooth. I ain't gonna front. I really do. But I am very more conscious of it now than ever before.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
then sodas. I stopped drinking sodas years ago. I
Thank
did
you.
not have no idea how much sugar goes into soda.
Sodas, orange juice, a lot of the Gatorade, a lot of the things that you think are even healthy for you, you have to just go to the back and read the labels. You absolutely do.
Well,
Yeah.
the nutritionist said if you can't read, you know, because they got so and so, so and so. He says maybe that's not good for you. If you can't even read the words on it,
Yes, you're
he's
correct.
the clue. So
This
that
guy,
means people should drink water. I would imagine.
absolutely. Drink as much water as possible. Get your body used to drinking water, and then you're going to crave water more. So, and it's a
Interesting.
shift. No, it's a shift.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, but it definitely works. And yeah, and then when you start to reduce the sugar from the from your diet, and you really pay attention to it, then when you really try to put it back in, you can taste like, oh, this really has too much sugar. But sometimes you got to
Mm.
just really just reduce it. But whatever opportunity as parents can give their children the health as healthy as you possibly can. You know.
That's amazing. You know, about maybe 20 years ago or so, there was a book called Sugar Blues.
Hmm.
And this guy had a picture of, he was the author. He had a picture of what he looked like before he stopped sugar. And the picture after, he looked totally different. He had his hair, He had his youth, his skin. I mean, he wore no glasses.
Yep.
I
And
mean, it's the most amazing. It's called Sugar Blues. That book is still available on Amazon and
mhm,
whatnot. People get it because I think Ava Gabor, one of those famous actors, or Jaja, one of them actresses, started using and then pull his coat, which is why he did the research and he began to wean himself off sugar. But when you see a picture before and after, you would think they were two different
different people,
individuals.
absolutely. Weston Price also did research, and there's a book, Your Body is Your Best Doctor.
Uh huh.
And basically what they did is they went to like rural or traditional communities, and they would study like twins, and they said the twins who stayed in the rural communities versus the ones who went into the city, how different, and so their diets changed and how different they were, exactly what you're saying. And even to the point of the formation, how their jaw formed, right?
Really?
Yes, more crowding occurred, more problems with periodontal and disease and inflammation from the diets with a lot of sugar versus the more traditional diets where they were not, didn't have the access.
That's amazing.
And so
Oh,
what I'm seeing in Tanzania
mhm.
and what I see here. So I used to see, well, still, you see a lot of patients who, maybe are from the continent or from the Caribbean who didn't have the access as much to the amount of sugars that you can get here in this country. So they were like, when I was at home, I didn't have any problem. My mouth, I was healthy, and now I've got a mouthful of decay, or now I've got gum disease. Well, your diet has changed significantly, and so these are the results that you're seeing. So yeah,
Almost like the nutritionist, almost everything has a relationship to the diet.
yes,
And as
yeah,
you said, what you put into your mouth in chapter one of your book. There's
hmm,
another one that is called The Power of a Good Night's Sleep. And that is one of the challenges in this country. Lack of sleep, which is why they sell these sleep medications, these tablets, night all, and whatever else they got on the over the counter and stuff like that. Can you tell us about that? The power of a good night's sleep. Why is it so important and how does it relate to dental?
so again, everything is related. Everything is related. One of the things in 2017, the American Dental Association finally said that every dentist should be testing their patients for sleep disordered breathing. Most of the times, when patients have difficulty, not most of the time, many times when people have difficulty sleeping, it is an airway issue,
Really?
and the airway, that it's j- oftentimes a large tongue, it could be the tonsils, it could be the soft palate, everything that is occluding your airway, so you're not getting good oxygen at night. And so when you don't get good oxygen at night, you're not able to breathe well, you're not able to get good sleep, and there's a lot of sequela that happen as a result of that,
What is
including
sequela?
uh, um, things that happen as a result of something, or bad, medical issues. It's not
Okay,
necessarily
got you,
medical
got you,
issues, but
got
it
you.
could
That's
be
more of a
anything
medical
that
term.
happens
Okay.
as a result of doing something. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no. I mean,
yeah.
this is see one of my things is I like educating my viewers too. So we don't know everything. If we knew everything, I probably wouldn't have no show. So you know what I'm saying? So that's the
Yeah.
whole point. So I never heard that word before, sequela. So
Oh,
who's
I'm
he?
sorry.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, that's good. So now I know when I hear it, okay, what it means is so
Yeah.
sleep is very, very important and it has a lot to do with it.
Restorative, and it helps to restore your body. It helps for your body to grow. And imagine that, how I say all of this works together is that if you have a child who, if you have somebody who has been introduced to a lot of sugars, and we say like epigenetically, not just what is given to them, passed down from their parents, but as a result of their environment and everything all working together, then you see that kids are born with more crowding of teeth and malformation of their palate and malformation of their nasal passage, which creates sleep disordered breathing. It can create sleep disordered breathing. And so, really paying attention to the formation of the mouth and the jaw is important. Um, Children in the old days, we they used to have a harder diet as well. Now, we give them all the soft things. It doesn't allow their palates to expand and grow. Mothers used to do a lot more breastfeeding. You need to breastfeed your child as long as you possibly can. That helps to create the shape of the palate, which helps to open the airway. And all
I
of these,
did not know that,
yes.
doctor. That's that's amazing.
Hmm.
So God knows exactly what He's doing. All we got to do is follow the
Absolutely.
law.
When we had a more expanded palate, we had room for all 32 teeth. Now most people are have and the diets have changed. So now many people are having their wisdom teeth coming in impacted or hitting the other because there's not enough space, because we haven't had those more coarse diets and not getting the being bottle fed, so your palate doesn't grow in a nice U-shaped form the way it's supposed to.
Well, I'm not going to keep you much longer. I got two more things I want to ask because this is an amazing book. And I'm going to show the book and I'm going to show you how to get in touch with her. Babies, bellies, and blood sugar. What are we talking about,
There
Donna?
we're talking about a few things, but diabetes, there is such a high correlation between diabetes and gum disease. It's incredible. It's incredible. Diabetes is chronic inflammation, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so when you've got so when you have an infection, when you have diabetes, it's harder for that infection to heal. So when you have chronic gum inflammation, it's harder for your gum disease to heal. But then that chronic gum inflammation can cause more diabetes. So they work together. And so we have seen patients when we go in and they have a problem, they know that they've got diabetes and they're like, I don't know why I can't get my blood sugar under control. You go in and you clean up their mouth, and all of a sudden, they can even reduce the amount of medications that they're taking because they've cleaned up the mouth, they've cleaned up that infection. And everybody looks everywhere else, but they
Wow.
forget to look in the mouth. They forget to look in the mouth.
So just for those in diabetes, just a matter of cleaning up the mouth can greatly improve their insulin
Ab-
requirements or anything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, many surgeries, before you get, if you have to get a heart transplant, kidney transplant, any type of major surgery, they're going to get a sign off from your dentist to make sure you don't have active infection in the mouth, because physicians all know that that infection in the mouth is going to make their surgery not as good as it could be. The outcome won't be as good if the patient has chronic inflammation.
Wow, so much we take for granted. Listen, I'm going to ask you this and I'm going to let you be because I know you have a long day at your office. The cost of doing nothing is too great. I bear witness to that. But what do you mean?
So as I say, that there are so many issues and medical issues that can come about if we are not taking care of our oral health. They say that United Concordia insurance company did a study where they found that by treating, if some a patient has gum disease and has diabetes, and they only treat the gum disease, you can reduce your healthcare costs by about $2,800 a year. If a patient has had a previous history of a stroke and has gum disease and they treat only the gum disease, they can reduce their healthcare costs by about $5,000 a year. So, treating gum disease is good for your pocketbook. Treating gum disease is good for your health. Maintaining an excellent oral health is the best thing that you can do, and it includes your proper oral health care, and includes a proper diet, and also includes visiting a dentist on a regular basis, because we all miss areas and your dentist is going to check and treat you preventively.
Well, I know this. Going to Morningside Dental Care is literally, I saw a state of the arts. I mean, and the staff is, I mean, the staff, I mean, it makes you want to come back. Just rehearse. You know, I get one thing done and I'm out just enough to take the pain away. See you later. But this is amazing, and this is why I was inspired to ask you when you were doing the evaluation and doing the assistant. We're going to do this. We're going to save this and this, and I mean, you were just into me. I says, "Would you like to be a guest on my show?"
Yes,
Just
it
to
is.
tell people about, don't do like I do. If you have a fear, this is the kind of place you should go to.
Yeah,
This is where they're really concerned about your welfare, your health, your teeth, and saving your teeth, not just say, okay, we're gonna pull, we're gonna pull, we're gonna pull, we're gonna do this, we're gonna cap, we're gonna root canal, so and so and so and so. And those things are very, very challenging and discouraging to
yeah.
most people. But not only that, I found out how expensive it can be
If you
to
don't
wait
take
so
care of
long as I've
it.
done.
Yeah.
And
And
this is on me. I have
and
nobody
we
to blame.
do, and we actually help patients who are very apprehensive as well. We have different things that we can do to help our patients. So
Bear
they can
witness.
come
I
in.
bear witness. I told you up front. I told you up front. I told you up front. Me, I got history. I got problems. I got phobias. I got needles. You know what I'm saying? But you actually turned the way I do things, and based upon this interview, guess who's going to keep their mouth clean at least 5 to 10 times a day? Okay, if that's the case, you know, not knowing that the cleaner the mouth is, the healthier the body. That's exactly what you're saying.
That's it.
Strokes,
You
diabetes.
said it the best. You said it the best. Yes,
Boy, you learn the hard way though, but I'm glad I learned. It's better than not learning at all.
that's true.
So here's what we're gonna do. I want people to know about how they can get in touch with you, please. And here we go. I know your name is Dr. Donna Williams-Ngirwa. I call you affectionately Dr. Donna, okay? Because I got it like that. I mean, you make people feel so comfortable, you know? So um, this is you, and this is how you get in touch with her. I'm telling you, anybody that's got a problem with their teeth, challenges, and want to know how to clean up their act, cut their costs with heart disease, diabetes, sleep, and stuff, please visit the holistic. It's in Manhattan, the Morningside Dental Care at 527 Manhattan Avenue. It's on the corner of 122nd Street, I do believe. And
Mhm.
contact number is 212-864-7224. That contact number is 212-864-7224. And please, she's on IG or Instagram, Morningside Dental Care, because I checked it out. She's also on Facebook too, because I checked that out too. Morningside Dental Care. And please, when you call, tell them you heard her on Lloyd's or Live with Lloyd Strayhorn Show. And please schedule an appointment for yourself. But you would have to see what I've experienced. It like everybody is so loving. Everybody's like, and your staff is international.
Yes, they are.
One is from Cuba, one is from India, one is from
From
here, one is
Brazil.
from
From,
there. I'm
yes,
saying, whoa, we got a United Nations up in here, you know?
yes, we do.
I mean, it's just an amazing experience. And for those of you, I would like for you to also support her by making sure that you pick up this book by her. And and I was telling her just before going on. Um, okay, I'm going to do this a second. This book, I was telling Dr. Williams, or Dr. Donna, please, that if you read the book, she is a storyteller. There's a difference of a person writing a book, and there's a person who is different in storytelling. When I started reading it, it was so engaging, it was hard to put it down. Really, really true. That's why I got a boatload of questions. That's why you got to come back for part two. Because I know you in there early in the morning and you work all day and you see everybody. Hold up. Let me get rid of this second. Hold on. The book. Um, the thing that makes it fascinating in my experience is you give everybody who comes in your individual attention. You treat everybody special. But again, you're an Aquarian, so I know how we roll. Okay. So the point is, you can't help but feel good about the way you treat people, and you do it, and you're very honest.
You
And
know
I'm
what?
seeing it.
I'm not an original native New Yorker, but I've been here since '94, and people have treated me so well. And everybody is my family. Everybody who comes in, like, you could be my uncle, my cousin, whomever, and I want to give the best that I possibly can. I give the same advice that I would give to any member of my family, because that's who we are. That's who we are. We got to help each other out. And I really believe in what we're doing and how we're doing and how we're helping to get people healthier.
Yeah.
And I'm very, passionate about that and want to make sure that everybody who comes through can,
Well, as
live
I say,
a little bit
I
more
bear witness. That's why I go to you. Okay. And it is worth every visit. And every person that is assigned to work on different areas of my getting my mouth in order as it should be is all top notch, all kind, considerate. It's different. It's different. And if you have phobias like I had phobias, this is the place to go. So it's Dr. Donna Williams-Ngirwa. She is a holistic dentist. I call you a holistic dentist because you really try to save teeth, not take them. She's an author, and she's an innovator. Again, she introduced the uh, uh, gum month, inflamed gum month, back in February of 2000,
Yeah,
2014.
petition Governor Cuomo at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it became a gum month. Her office is located. It's called the Morningside Dental Care at 527 Manhattan Avenue, and the contact number is 212-864-7224. That's 212-864-7224, and her IG is Morningside Dental Care, and our Facebook is Morningside Dental Care. And Dr. Donna, as I affectionately call you, I can't thank you enough. You have
Thank
really
you
done a
so
lot for
much
me.
for having
And
me.
I
This is
smile even
fun.
wider now. See, I really be grinning, okay? So hold on. Did I show that? Yeah, I showed the book. I wanted to make sure I got everything there.
Yes.
So, Dr. Donna, thank you because I know you have tremendously long days, literally. You get there early in the morning and you make sure you see everybody that comes there as a patient. And I've seen people. Oh, and by the way, another thing, you don't keep them waiting. That's
We
another thing.
try our best.
That's
We try
another
our
thing to
best.
notice. You don't sit there too long so you get your nerves up where you want to walk out, change your mind. You you move them in there. I mean, these are little things I noticed. I don't never see why doctors ask you to come at 9 and about 10:30 they're gonna see you. What's the point? You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? By that time my blood pressure's up because I'm a little ticked, okay? But when they come, they don't wait long. So I'm saying to you, if you have a fear, if you're impatient, like Lloyd Strayhorn, okay, this is the place to go. The Morningside Dental Care at 527 Manhattan Avenue. And listen, I'm doing this at the bottom of my heart. I didn't ask for a dime. I didn't expect no discount in my pay. I'm taking my full responsibilities because I waited so long to do this. Okay. So it's on me. Okay. So anyway, Dr. Donna, thank you so much. God bless you. All
Thank
righty.
you.
And
Thank
I'm
you
gonna
so
have you
much.
back on after the holidays and everybody really needs
Absolutely.
to see you. Okay.
Absolutely.
We do a part two, we do a review. All right.
Okay.
Love you much. Thank you so
Love
much.
you too. Take
Okay.
care. Have a
Bye
great
bye.
night. Okay.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Now at the second half of the show, and I wanna thank Dr. Donna. I got brother Richard Woods. I don't know whether he is on yet. Let me see. Did he get on yet? Okay, he will be on with us too. He is the numerologist. Uh Richard Woods.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
here.
I don't see you. I don't see you visually. For
It's
some,
saying,
I don't. I don't visually see you.
oh, let me,
Okay.
oh,
Well, I mean, we can hear your voice. We can start like that until you figure out how you're gonna see us. Cause okay. That's interesting.
yeah, it's saying stop cam.
No,
See,
press on. Don't press on it. It'll be highlighted red with a line going through it. So don't press stop cam. Is it? Do you have that highlighted, sir?
no, no, not anymore.
Okay, good. So for some reason, here's what we do. I'm gonna talk for a second. You want to hang up and log back on again?
Yes, let's try that.
Okay, good enough. Good enough. I'm about to bring on Richard Woods. He is a numerologist out of California. Okay. He has an interest. He's developed a unique calendar. He's offering it at a steep discount where he plugs you into tell you your personal month and things of that nature. We've met about a year ago and we would talk back and forth and see people like that. I said, listen, you want to be a guest on the show? So this is it too. I'm going to have other guests in the future too. And up the road in September, I'm going to have the likes of Iyanla Van Zant. I'm going to have Sister Queen of Four. I'm going to have Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm going to have Phil Valentine. I'm going to have a whole lot of people that's very interesting for educational purposes and whatnot. Yes, I still do the numerology, but I've always been also about raising consciousness and everything because everything is really relative, as I think Einstein was given the credit for saying everything is relative. I would say that's true. And as you heard Dr. Donna as I call her, it is true that the mouth, especially. So, for all those with those pretty smiles, those gorgeous smiles, you make sure you take care of your teeth because now I realize how important it is. So, I'm hoping that Richard will be joining us in a moment and he'll be taking your birthdays. And if not, I'm going to take some birthdays until he gets here too. So, I'm going to go to the comment section. And for those of you, I want to thank you. Somebody said his camera is blocked. Hopefully, he will join us again. Um, okay. Yeah. The teeth is very important. Your birthday is very important too. California, I am one of those. Okay. Yes. All righty. Got a lot of people. I thank you very much for this. Um, and I'm going to be, so a lot of things are going to be happening. I do want to say hi to the Williams family, Stephen Williams out in Chicago. He is supportive. And there's some of you who make donations. Now, when I see other shows, they'll call out their name and all that stuff. I'm getting there, folks. So if I don't mention your name, it don't mean I don't care. I appreciate it very much. But I'm not as skill set as all these people that's got 20,000, 100,000 views. I'm up to about maybe 5.5 thousand. But believe me, that's more than what I started out with. So I'm counting my blessings because, as I said, it's nice to get the subscriptions. But okay, come on, Richard. Where are you, buddy? He was kind of nervous, but we'll see what's happening. But anyway, it's very important that you do share, like, and subscribe. I'm not. It's not the end all for me. Okay, there we go. I think. Let me see. Richard. Richard.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see. But here's what we're going to do. For some reason, we can't hear you. I mean, see you.
That's strange.
Um, I don't know. Look at your. Do you have something covering your thing on your computer? Your camera
Abs-
on your computer?
Absolutely not. I got the
Oh,
blue
you
light.
work with computers, so um, that's interesting.
Oh man.
No. Long as we can hear you,
Yes.
and that's the main thing. And I will have you back, so don't you worry about it.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
things like that happens. Richard, you are a numerologist there in California. What part of California are you from, buddy?
Los Angeles, California, sir.
L.A. All righty. and you are an accountant who work with numbers, and you've taken a liking to numerology. So, what is it that fascinates you about numerology, Richard?
Oh man, how accurate it is. Like it surrounds everything from the dates, the days, to the address at your location, to what type of cars you may be interested in, why you may be interested in certain occupations, locations. And it's so underrated, like the esoterics in it, in numerology. It's just like every day I'm amazed behind this and I want to know more.
Yeah, that's me. That's why I thought that, I said, this thing don't work. Boy, this thing got a hold of me. And I'm here to tell you that it's true. I have to agree with you um, all the way. So, what we're going to do is one of the things is to bring on people who give their birthdays. And I just finished an amazing show, but we're going to start with the first one. Her name is Hilda Curry. Uh, you will probably be able to see it at the bottom of your screen. She says, "Greetings, everyone." You can see it on my window. Okay, can you see it?
Hilda Curry, let's see.
Yes, she is July 21st.
Yes, all right, all right. So I'm gonna be doing the personal months for Hilda.
Okay. Now, when you say the personal month, what does that mean for somebody who may not understand?
So the personal month would be the forecast of what will be going on for her personally. You know, we got stuff going on universally, but what do we have going on personally with us throughout January through December?
Right. So you mean in the next 30 days, like what's going on for her this month of August or September,
Correct.
whatever. Okay, go right ahead. Go right ahead. I understand.
Yes. So for Hilda, she's in a sixth personal month. And in that cycle, it revolves around the home, the family, duties, responsibilities. It can also forecast social events, weddings, bar mitzvahs, baby showers. It could indicate pregnancies. It could indicate that she may be going back to school or graduating. Pretty much all things beautiful. She could find herself connecting with people under the zodiac sign of Taurus or Libra, or people whose birthdays fall under the 3rd, the 6th, the 12th, the 15th, the 21st, the 24th, or the 30th.
All right. All right. That sounds official to me. Okay. That's all I can tell you. Let's see. We're going to get somebody else's with their birthdays too coming up. Let me see. Hey, King Simon, how you doing? That's my buddy. Now
Oh yeah,
here's
shout out to King Simon. He did my mom's charting a while back.
yeah. I think I did your mom too in
Yes,
the crease.
you as well.
Yeah.
Y'all are only. I want to give y'all flowers now. Yeah, like y'all don't get enough credit.
Well, I listen. I'm very thankful that I've got something that I'm very passionate about. So, in this case, we got Yvette Wilkins. She is November the 9th. What say you about her in her personal year for August?
Her personal month.
Personal month. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. See, you make mistakes. That's what we were talking about yesterday.
Uh, so she's in her 7th personal month. This is the month that she wants to get away from the noise, get away from the drama, the BS, just be by herself, self detox, self analyze, seek truth. This may be a time that she may just want to travel and get away from it all. She may find herself connecting with people under the sign of Cancer or Pisces, or people born under the 7th, the 7th, the 16th, and the 25th.
Okay. Good. 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 You know what's baffling to me? We can hear your voice loud and clear. I'm trying to figure out what it is why we don't have your image, and what we're going to do. I'm going to have you back, so I ain't even worried about that. But this
Gotcha.
time we're going to do a test run to make sure that people can see you. And by the way, hold on, hold up, I got something, all righty, where people can kind of see you indirectly in the meantime, now that I think about it. And this is Richard Woods right here. Okay. So, Richard, I think you should be able to see me. You can hear me, right, buddy?
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
That's it. So now what we're going to do is focus on other readings. What about now? You got a person CW born January the 31st, 1989. What say you about her or them? I don't even know. I don't know. I assumed it was a her.
Oh, well, let's just put it like this. Knock, knock. Who's there? Your first personal month. This is a cycle of a new start, new opportunity, just having a new, being creative, bold, innovative. If the opportunity doesn't present itself, you should create it. Just make things happen on this cycle. You may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Aries or Leo, or who was born under the 1st, 10th, 19th, or the 28th.
Okay, now there's this Keisha. This is interesting. We're going to check that out. Probably on your end. She asked, "Do you have allowance for camera use in YouTube?" You can look that up later on, but right now we do got an image of you. People can hear your very strong voice and your words of wisdom. So that's count. Thanks, Keisha. We're going to check that, but
Yes, thank you.
we'll make sure that this is straight. That this does not happen again. Now this person is Leah Richardson, excuse me. She
Ah,
the 22nd, a master number month, a master number day.
shout out to my four people. I'm a four, but
Okay, go right ahead.
she is under a two personal month. In this cycle, you need to be cool, calm, and collect when asking for things. Be gentle about it. Don't be demanding when asking. This is also a cycle of transitions, whether it be in the home, the workplace, or in a relationship. You may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Cancer or Taurus, or whose birthdays fall under the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th.
Okay, I have another person who is 1111. And this, by the way, Brother Rich, is considered the number that people seem to see the most. You know, their angel numbers, 1111.
Yes,
They'll see threes,
master
and
number.
fours, but this one is master. So what would you say about this individual, what they're going through?
They are in a personal month of 9. This cycle is, I like to call it, that's it, that's all, endings, completions, closure, fulfillment of dreams. This could indicate retirements. It could also mean terminations. It can also mean that you may want to take a long trip. Uh, this is a time to be inspired or work on making dreams come true. You may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Scorpio, Aries, or who was born under the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th.
Richard, you're good. You're good. I got another one for you. Doris Smith, she's August the 7th, born in Brooklyn. She says a general reading, please, and thank you much. And happy belated birthday that she had earlier this month, too.
Yes. So she is also under a two personal month. Uh, Once again, this is a time to be gentle. Just be cool, calm, and collect. Be patient. Be understanding. Be cooperative when dealing with people. Transitions around the home, the workplace, or in a relationship. Once again, you may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Cancer or Taurus, or those born under the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th.
Okay, now this is Cher approved. She is a fire sign with a fire number, December the 10th. What say you about this person?
Yeah, very energetic and passionate about what she does. So let's see what this ball of fire is all about. So she is also in a 9 personal month, which is closure, completion, fulfillment of dreams. This can be that's it, that's all, cut ties with something or someone, uh, being inspired, get ready for the reset for the new opportunities coming her way. Um, just making dreams come true. She could find herself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Aries or Scorpio, or once again, whose birthdays fall under the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th.
You know what's interesting? I love at least our viewers because Dorothy says, listen, Richard might have a button or switch on his computer for the camera or needs to check the settings on his computer. In other words, the viewers are trying to show you some love about, okay, how can we get this straight, you know? Because they want,
Right.
but this is the next best thing here. At least you have you here. Now, is this one here is she's this person Pacha Triplet. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. And they are born on September the 2nd. So what do you say that about them?
So I like to call this, well, first of all, she's in her 5th personal month, and I like to theme this the free and unattached cycle. It's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of changes, uh, mentally, physically. If you ever had thoughts about traveling, do it in this month. Especially like if it's like an island or something exotic, go book your ticket. Communication is also forecast in this month. You may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Gemini or Virgo, or whose birthdays fall under the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd.
Okay, now I got somebody, Ken Fitness, that donated $4.90. Thanks, Ken. I kind of see how they're doing it now. This person is born May 21st. So what kind of cycle are they in?
Oh, my favorite number, the 4th personal month. This is a cycle that you need to get your stuff together, have a plan, stick with it. Things can come out of left field, odd, unusual, unconventional. This also could be a cycle of limitations and restrictions. So don't forget to stick with your plan if you haven't made one yet. You may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Aquarius, or whose birthdays fall under the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, or the 31st.
Okay, I like how you read there. We got another person here, CW, who is in fact an Aquarius, January 31st.
They're in their first personal month, which is a new start, open doors, new opportunities. Once again, be creative, be innovative, be bold, be forceful. If the opportunity hasn't availed itself, you must create it. Uh, Keep your eye on people that were born under the zodiac sign of Aries or Leo, or whose birthdays fall under the 1st, 10th, 19th, or the 28th.
Now I have another number 4 person, but they're in reverse. They're still an air sign, but they're born June the 13th. Little to nothing is their is their name. Okay, little to nothing. There we go.
Oh, okay. So you're in your 6th personal month, and there might be some challenges during this cycle. But hey, every challenge is here to teach us something or to make us stronger. Uh, your cycle revolves around the home, family, duties, responsibilities. You may have social invites, go to them. You never know what will come about them. You may hear about pregnancies. You may be expecting. You may be going to school. You may be graduating. Things beautiful, and you may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Taurus or Libra, or those under the birthday of the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th.
Very good. Before we continue with the next person, um, Richard, you provide a calendar, I believe you said.
Yes, I see there's a share button. So do you mind if I try to give it a shot and share what I got?
Yeah, it'll be new, brother. I every week there's a learning experience for me. So if there's a share button you got, and yeah, I see it right there at the bottom of there. So let's see what we're talking about. You want to hit it, or I don't know whether I hit
Yes.
it or you do.
Yes. Let me try it on my end.
Okay, good enough, buddy. And while you're doing that, can you kind of give a summary of this calendar concept you were doing?
Yeah, so this calendar, it touches on the personal months of we all have a universal calendar that we follow from January to December, but you know, thinking about the numbers every day, like I mentioned earlier, I just thought about, well, how about having a personalized calendar where only you can use it? It only pertains to you based upon your birthday, that nobody else can really follow unless they were born under the same day, same year, etc.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, for
So
example,
it's a more personalized touch.
yes, very personalized, and I touch on each each month what the cycle represents for them and what days will be their favorable days or their challenging days. So, for example, let me see if I can get it up. Let me see if you can see it.
Now, I'm not seeing anything on my end, and I'm assuming that the viewers are seeing what I'm seeing. But again, with the technology, it's all kinds of things.
Can you see that?
Oh, yeah. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put this on the screen. This is good. Hold on 1 second. Take that off. There we go. Okay, explain it. Thank you.
So, I believe your birthday is February 16th because you fall under a 7.
Yes, rumor has it. Yes, it's true. I was
Yes.
only joking. I was only joking, Richard. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I did an example of you. So since we're in August and your birthday is February 16th, 2 plus 7 is 6. You're make sure my math is correct. You would be under a 6 personal year. 6 plus 8. We're in August, which gives me 5. So you would be in your 5 personal month. And this month pertains to travel for you.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I themed it freedom, changes, variety, movement, and travel. And it gives a bit of a description of what could happen in this month, and followed by the highlighted date, your most favorable days and your most challenging days. So for you, it would be Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and I highlighted the dates that would
You
be
do this for
favorable.
everybody's calendar?
I'm sorry.
You do this for everybody's calendar who will
Yes.
subscribe to it?
Yeah. Whomever requested it, I've been giving them out.
So
Giving them
they can visually see at a glance. Let me see. Today is the 22nd. All right, it's looking green there. Okay, good. On Wednesday, I might have to duck a little bit. Thursday, I'm cool. Friday, okay. But this is interesting. So it gives a visual snapshot
yes.
to the client who kind of want to get an overall picture of how their month is going and what days to pick out that month. That's good. That's good.
Correct.
So how long is the month? I mean, is it just for a month or is it a yearly long calendar where you break
It's
down the months?
it's a yearly long calendar. So I just gave this as a synopsis. So I did your
Well, I'm curious, Richard. You got a little September up in that piece?
yes, I do.
Move up there because September's right around the corner.
Let me just adjust something real quick.
This is interesting how you do this. So everybody will get a calendar similar to this.
So September is looking like this for you.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And your theme would be balance, beauty, and harmony. Social events, weddings, baby showers. Usually
That is
happen.
interesting because there's an educational event to a school opening I am invited to. I don't know when I'm going to go, but I am invited to actually next month, which is interesting. That's very, very interesting, Richard Woods. That's exactly right. Okay.
And you notice how, like, for Friday, September 2nd, you have red under Friday and the date green for the second.
Yes.
Now, one may be confused regarding that to better explain that it could be a mixed bag of nuts. It could go either favorable or it can become challenging. We will have to let the day play out. I had a trial by error with someone else who tried my calendar. It wound up being a favorable day who had a challenge day for Friday.
Well, that's interesting because the way I'm looking at your calendar, Richard, it's like, okay, Saturday's one of my challenging days, but the date in and of itself, the 10th, offsets it, which
Correct.
means it's not that. And I guess like I use, okay, a Monday. That's interesting. Okay, I begin to understand it. So everybody who subscribes to your calendar will get a breakdown like this, and the theme and the personal month and all that stuff too.
Correct. And there's more to be added. I'm still adding, subtracting.
I know you are. I know you are. The cycle of one rules by so and so. But it's very, very interesting. Yeah, I've been invited to go to an announcement of a school opening in September. In fact, on that day, the 10th, which I think is interesting. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Whether I can get there or not is another question, but I think that's very, very interesting. Okay. So with that green, that tells me my Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday are always constant, which is interesting because my shows are always either on a Monday or a Wednesday. That's why I do these shows, and of course 7 o'clock because I'm a number seven. Maybe that has to do with it. Because I try to practice what I preach, so to speak, as they say.
Correct.
So I think that this is good. This is good. Now, let's say, for example, if we had another person, could you, because the way you design this, automatically, or would you have to put in some stats and all that stuff and configure? Like, let's say if we go to a viewer and he or she gives their birthday, would you be able to do something like that, kind of at the spur? Is that possible without going through a lot?
No, it is no trouble. It's personalized. I wanted to make them feel like this calendar is for me. It was specially developed, written for me.
Brother, everybody likes that feeling of something personal. I guarantee you. Everybody. I don't know anybody that don't like to say, okay, what's in it for me? And I think that is, I think that's very, very good, Richard, to be honest with you. Um, let's see. We got some more comments here. We got a lot of comments. Okay, I got somebody out of Florida, Arika Sun. Let me put this on the screen for you. Okay, and I'm going to put this back on, buddy. Hold on one second. Okay. Here we go, Richard. There we go. All righty. So what say you about this person?
Just a moment. Oh, we got a lot of people going through their two personal months. She is also going through her second personal month. Once again, be cool, calm, and collect in anything that you do. Do not be demanding. Do not be argumentative. Be gentle. Be just flow. Just be cool, calm, and collect. You may have transitions going on in the home, workplace, or in a relationship. But whatever may happen during that cycle, just be cool, be calm. Just let it play out. Be understanding. Just have an ear to hear. You never know what you may learn or what may come out of it. And
Okay.
all right.
No. No. I'm saying that makes a lot of sense in that one. In fact, Yvette Wilkins says, how do you get your calendar? Hold on. I think that's under your banner, buddy. Hold on one second. Okay, so let's see. Now, this is your calendar, Richard Woods. Okay, and so for those of you, he's Richard Woods, a numerologist. His contact number is 1-800-313-0866. His contact number again is 1-800-313-0866. His email is Fern, Fern, Pine Services with an S at gmail.com. You also on Instagram, okay? It's
Yes.
what's double underscore your double underscore number. So it's what's your number, but in between each word, there's a double score underneath with what's, and then your another double underscore, and then number another double underscore. And you're also on Twitter too, I see. And on Twitter, you are that's what's your number 16. That's all together in one word. And you also have a cash app because you're stepping out on faith doing this too. And it's $Ricky at 1286. That's your cash app. And you also have a Venmo too, which is rich.woods-4. May I ask how much is your, because if people say they saw this on your show, on my show here, and they want to, would you discount the calendar for them?
Absolutely. So it'll be $40 for if you heard it. Got reference from the show for 2023. I'm doing the rest of 2022, pretty much September to December for 25. But otherwise, the original price for 2023 will be $50. But you
So
will
you
be
get a 20% discount then. If they,
yes,
but you must say you heard it on Live with Lloyd in order to do
correct,
that. So when you call that, and I want a personal calendar, Yvette, and anybody else that inquired. So when you call 1-800-313-0866 and ask for Richard Woods and he responds back, I guess you're going to need their birthday and their email so you can send this information back to them. Would that be correct?
correct, sir.
But if you mention, though, if you don't mention that you didn't hear it on the show, you're gonna pay 50. But if you mention that, yo, I saw this or heard this on Live with Lloyd show, he will discount it 20% or $40. So I think that's good. And it is personalized for one rock solid year. And I guess he says from September to the end of the month, it's $25. Is that what you said, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I'll be into my numbers. Anyway, this is Richard's information right here. Richard Woods, numerologist. As you see, his contact number is 1-800-313-0866. His email is fernpineservices at gmail. Instagram, what's double underscore your double underscore number double underscore and it's no S on the numbers, right? It's just what's your number.
Correct. And I
Okay.
also have a website, a actual website, if they want to book with me. All
Well,
my
please do.
California, all my West Coast people, if they want to book a session with me, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, I have a website. It's called What's Your Number, LLC.com.
Okay, there's no underscore. It's just what's your number LLC.com.
Correct.
Man, I wish I'd have known that. I didn't include that in the thing, man. But anyway, I might try to do that. It all depends on how much space we got. But anyway, let us get back to a couple of more comments. I'm looking at the time and okay, good. Can you stay at least another 10 minutes?
Oh, absolutely. This is
Okay,
fun.
Arika Sun said, I feel you, brother, 100%. That you read them earlier. And that's the response to you. See that?
All
Okay,
right.
good evening. And even Stephanie said, good evening. How do we get the calendar? This is great. And she also said, thank you, Richard, here on this one, too. And we thank you, too. And listen, and my attitude is I thank everybody who comes to this platform and enjoy to say I'm beginning to enjoy. I was so nervous when I first started in July of last year, but I've gotten quite used to it because I've gotten past me, if that makes sense. And I'm
Yes.
more focused on making sure that my viewers get the information from all of the oh, somebody says if he's on Zoom. The beautiful thing about my viewers, they be trying to figure out how to help a brother, okay? They said
Yeah.
on Zoom, press the video camera with the red line through. It is confusing because it might say stop video. Um, that's interesting. And this person here, Holland, she says, just punch personal month in that search, found some interesting stuff. All right. Let's see what we got here. Somebody says, okay, here's a question for you. Ask them if it works with Maria Antoinette, the violinist. I don't know what that means, but that's coming from King Simon. Maria Antoinette, the violinist. I'm not sure. I would imagine. Do you know Maria Antoinette?
That name doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, I got to ask King Simon about that later on. What's he mean with that one? But anyway, let's go to this one. Barbara Mann, she is born October the 1st. She says, thank you for another great show. And we thank you for being in attendance too, Barbara Mann.
Okay, so Barbara is in her 7th personal month, which is think sabbatical, self-development, trying to get away from the noise, trying to get away from the drama and the nonsense, trying to be a better person than she was yesterday, last year, 10 years ago. Probably going to seek truth, probably going to unearth some secrets. It's a time to get by yourself. If you're dating or casually dating, this is not the time to do that. This is a time for you to cleanse mentally, spiritually, what have you. You may find yourself connecting with those born under the zodiac sign of Cancer or Pisces, or once again, their birthdays fell under the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th.
Okay, what about this person here, Mo Williams? They're born on the 5th of March.
So he is in his 4th personal month. So he needs to have a plan, stick with it, get it together. Things can come out of left field. Things can be unconventional, unexpected. This month for him could be full of restrictions or limitations. He could find himself connected with those under the sign of Aquarius, like yourself. He's on this show, listening to this show. He may find himself connecting with those born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, or the 31st, like he should with me. I'm born on the 31st. We should have a session.
Okay, good. That's a strong hint. I like that. I like those kind of hints there. You know what I'm saying, Richard?
Yeah.
This person, Kaya, says, do you mind telling how you get the personal months? Would you want to share with how to do that?
Let's book a session. We'll go over it.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So y'all got his number. We'll give it again. It's a 1-800 number, so it ain't gonna cost you nothing, whether you in LA or on the East Coast here in New York or whatever the case is. He says, Simon says he thinks he worked with Maria Antoinette. Well, we ain't gonna get into that right now. We'll find out from later on. But this person, Wilhelmina Grant, says, peace and blessings to you both. She says her birthday is October the 11th. What say you about that?
Oh, wow. Okay. I like this one. So she is in her 8th personal month. And I think this, you got the power. This is the month of recognition, financial gains. Maybe you was expecting a tax return. It may finally come up on this month, or you may have a bonus, promotion, just leveling up, making boss moves. If you have a project in the works, a producer, it may be favorable on this month. This also could be a cycle that you may hear about pregnancy. This could also be a cycle of divorce. Who knows? But you may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Capricorn, or who was born under the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th.
All right. We got this one, Martha Baptiste. She is January 13th. Boy, a lot of fours are coming.
Yeah, a lot of fours. About 4 people coming out.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. And today is the 22nd. That kind of makes sense too.
Yeah.
When I think about it. All righty. Go ahead.
And she is in her first personal month, which is new doors, new opportunities, a new start. Be creative, be innovative, be bold, make it happen. You you're rather young, so you could be good at accounting. If you don't already have an occupation, you'll be good at things like accounting, engineering, aviation, even some forms of construction. Um, you may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Aquarius, or connecting with people that were born under the 4th, the 13th, like yourself, the 22nd, or the 31st.
All right. We at least we have somebody different this time. It's S.L. Hubbard. Savory Hubbard is the name, and they are born July 14th. What say you about them?
They are also in their 8th personal month. You got the power this month, bossing up, leveling up, looking to make boss moves. Think like an executive. Think like a CEO. This is the time to level up. If you was expecting a bonus, promotion, once again, a fat tax return, this is the time that it should come around. You should find yourself connecting with those under Capricorn, people born on the 8th, 17th, or the 26th, and etc.
Okay. Now, this is Stephanie Reimer. And by the way, I've asked Richard, if you don't mind, folks, to kind of keep it short, sweet, to the point because of the extending of the show about getting Dr. Donna on with the dentistry and him on. Some people already said thank you. Let me go to Barbara Mann first. She says, thank you, Lloyd and Richard. She will be getting the calendar. Good, Barbara. Thank you. But getting back to Stephanie Reiner, so she's not left out. Her birthday is March the 2nd. So what do you have to say about her?
Oh, so she's a wow. So she is a Pisces. So she has a double water sign. So she's very intuitive, sensitive, uh, very deep. She may be able to almost be prophetess like or psychic like, but going to her personal month, she is in the first personal month, new opportunities, starting all over. Um, as she transitions out of her first personal month, she will be in her second personal month, which should be favorable because she is a 2. So if I were her, I would be looking more forward to her second personal month coming up in September, which it represents transitions in the home, workplace, relationships. Once again, be gentle when asking for things. Do not be demanding. Be cool, calm, and collect. And you may find yourself connecting with those under Cancer or Taurus, or whose birthdays fall under the 2nd, such as yourself, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th.
Okay, this is brother Stephen E. He is born November the 17th. What say you about him?
So he is in his 6th personal month, which revolves around the home, family, duties, responsibilities. He may have some invitations to social events as well. Please go to them. You never know what may come of them. You may be entering a school program, going back to school, or graduating. Those born under Libra or Taurus may connect with you, or their birthdays that fall under the 6th, 15th, or the 24th.
Okay, and Stephanie, you just read, said, oh my, thank you for your confirmation. All righty, good. We're going to read about 4 more. We're going to work with Sunshine 777. She's born, I would imagine it's a she, is born November the 5th.
Oh, we finally got a person that's in their 3rd personal month. This is the cycle of satisfaction, personal happiness, self-improvement, self-expansion. You need to expand your horizon in your territory. Those born under Sagittarius or Pisces may want to connect with you, or who was born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th. Yes, get all you can get during this month, because you will transition to your 4th personal month, which could be restrictions and limitations. So, hey, get it while the getting is good.
No, I laughed because Sunshine responded, yes. Okay. So that's all I could say. This is T, Sarah Stapleton, November 4th. Please, thanks. What about you for her?
The four mafia's out.
I'm telling you, the 4 day is hot, boy.
Yeah, and apparently the people going through these two personal months. So you're in your second personal month as well. Uh,
Interesting.
However, let's kind of take it a step further. You're in your second personal month, which deals with transitions in the home, relationships, or the workplace. However, as we close out August, you go into September in your third personal month, which is a forecast of satisfaction, personal happiness, self-expansion, and self-improvements. Be creative, be expressive in the coming up month. You may find yourself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Sagittarius or Pisces, or who were born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or the 30th.
Excellent. Now we have Lanisa. She's born February the 6th of 86.
So she is in her fourth personal month, which is foundation, organization, could be restrictions, limitations. You should have had a plan. You should have stuck with it, having your stuff together. But as we close out this month and we transition into your fifth personal month, which could forecast travel. If you had thoughts of traveling, book that ticket or get that tune up on your car if you're taking a road trip. A lot of movement, a lot of changes physically, mentally, communication. You may find yourself connecting with those that are under the zodiac sign of Virgo or Gemini, or whose birthdays fall under the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd.
I like how you read, Richard. Okay, let's do it. Keisha. Keisha is born October the 26th. She says, please and thank you.
She's currently in her fifth personal month, which is constant movement, physical changes, variety, needing to be adaptable. She may have found herself connecting with those under the sign of Gemini, Virgo, people born under the 5th, 14th, 23rd. But as she transitions out of this month into next month, she'll be in her sixth personal month, and she will need to focus more on the home, the family, duties, responsibilities, schoolwork if she's in school, because this is a graduating year, or this is a year of education, or getting into your advanced curriculums. Social events may occur in this upcoming month. You may find yourself connecting with those under Taurus or Libra, or who was born under the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th.
Okay, we got next Ellie Harold, this January 14th of 1981.
Another person that's in their two personal month. So once again, be cool, calm, and collect. Pay attention to the transitions that may come around from the home, the workplace, to relationships, to the family. And as we transition out of this month into September, you will be in your third personal month as well, which forecast satisfaction, self-improvements, personal happiness, expansion, be expressive, work on yourself, and watch the results come out. You should see yourself connecting with people under the zodiac sign of Sagittarius, Pisces, people born on the 3rd, the 12th, 21st, or the 30th on next month.
Okay, we got two more to go. This one is from Stephen Williams. He is born November the 3rd. What say you about this particular person? It's interesting the patterns of the certain cycles that people are going through this calling in. I just think it's interesting. What about
Yes.
this gentleman, Stephen Williams?
Stephen Williams is in finishing out his first personal month, which is opportunities, new doors, new start, being creative, being bold, being innovative. If the opportunity didn't prevail itself, then he should have created it. Now, as he transitions into September, he will be in his second personal month, which will require him to be gentle, be understanding, being patient, being cooperative. Things around the home, relationships, or the workplace may come up on the horizon. He may find himself connecting with those under the zodiac sign of Cancer or Taurus, or who was born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th.
Okay, we have Monica Jade, who is August 22nd, and we'll take two more, and then that's it. That's it.
All
What
right.
about this person here, though?
So they're in their 8th personal month. They got the power, financial gains, maybe some overtime on their job, getting some hours, getting that late tax refund, promotions. Think like an executive, level up, think business in this month. If you have the interest of business, or just grind, hustle. This could be a cycle of a divorce, pregnancies, what have you. You may find yourself connecting with people under the zodiac sign of Capricorn, such as myself, or who was born under the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th. But as we transition to your 9th personal month, which is next month, this indicates closure, completions, fulfillment of dreams, possibly.
Okay, we got here Africa Forever. Wow, August 31st. I mean, if fours are not in the house tonight, I don't know who is. What say you about this person? And
they're also in their 8th personal month. So same with the other person. They're in their 8th personal month. They got the power. But let's shift to their 9th personal month, which will be coming up next month, which is completions, fulfillment of dreams, being inspired, cutting ties with something or someone, closure, getting ready to reset into your cycle all over again. You may find yourself wanting to take a long trip, travel. You may find yourself connecting with those that their zodiac signs are Aries or Scorpio, or whose birthdays fall under the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th.
Okay, we have the last one, which is Danielle Scott, February the 9th, 2000.
All right. They're in their 7th personal month, which is trying to get away from the noise, trying to get away from the drama and the nonsense, trying to get a deeper sense of self. They might find themselves wanting to just get away from their job, almost like a sabbatical, or just taking a vacation, burning all their vacation days and sick days, all that. But as they transition out of this month and go into the next month, which will be their 8th personal month, which is the theme, you got the power. You got the power, you got the authority. Think like a boss, think like an executive. If you was expecting a promotion, some bonuses, some overtime, a raise, this would be the cycle that it will come up on. You should find yourself connecting with those under the sign of Capricorn, or whose birthdays fall under the 8th, 17th, or the 26th.
Richard, all I'm going to say, you did an awesome job. A couple of people keep asking how to get that calendar. So here it is, everyone. His name is Richard Woods. He is out of LA, California. He is a numerologist. As you see, he's a very extraordinary gentleman. His contact number is 1-800-313-0866. His contact number is 1-800-313-0866. His email address, in case you want to email him, is fernpineservices@gmail.com. His Instagram is what's_your_number_. His Twitter is whatyournumber16. His Cash App is, and you know how I feel about the Cash App. Please show love and support the brother. $Ricky1286. That's $Ricky1286. And his Venmo is rich-wood-4. And I guess that's because, obviously, Richard, you are a number 4. And Thank you. Go ahead. What you gonna say, buddy?
And also my website, if you want to book
Yeah.
charting or just order the calendar from there, it is www.whatsyournumberllc.com.
Repeat that again. Your website number, address.
Is www.whatsyournumberllc.com.
All right, good. And by the way, these calendars, he reduced it to $50 just as an introduction. But for those who say they've heard it on this show, when you call, just say, by the way, I understand I get a 20% discount. So to go from $50 to $40. All right. So please take advantage of the discount. The calendar goes for one rock solid year from September of 2022 to August of 2023. As you says, he gave a demonstration showing how it works. I like it because it's very visual. You don't have to do no guesswork. You don't even need no glasses. Okay, all you gotta do is see red and green, and you know green means go and red means really, really slow. Okay, so in that way, Richard, thank you, and we'll have you back. The next time, buddy, we're gonna do a test run to figure out where that camera went. Okay.
Yes, that was very odd and unusual. Hey, odd and unusual, out of
Well,
left
you're
field.
right. You're right. You're right. And today's the 22nd too. If it ain't odd and unusual, I don't know what is. But Richard, I want to thank you very, very much, buddy. And you have a blessed day. What I'm going to do is announce what I'm having this coming Wednesday. And Richard, thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And please, for those of you, please take advantage of reaching Dr. Donna Williams-Ngirwa. She is the holistic dental at the dentist at the Morningside Dental Care at 527 Manhattan Avenue, and call to schedule an appointment. She won't keep you waiting. And do you get wonderful treatment? So if you got to feel like I've had, that will be definitely gone. Her number is 212-864-7224. That's 212-864-7224. And again, for Richard, to get his calendar, the call for his calendar is 1-800-313-0866. Richard, thank you so much, man. You have a blessed day, buddy. All right. And I'll be in touch with you too. All righty.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good, good, good. So, everyone, I want to thank you. Let me do this because I'm going to tell you about my guests. I'm going to have more guests on Wednesday, and my guest is going to be my buddy King Simon. We are having a special event this coming Saturday in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, and so he's going to be talking about it. We're going to be on from 7 to 8. These will be the guests that he is going to be featuring. Kafunya, I've had on a couple of times, so everybody knows Kafunya. All righty. And then we're going to have Sister Elohim Netrock, Ellison Netrock, excuse me. She's the one that's next to me in the yellow. And Empress Etoy, she is to the far, far right. And I think you're going to be in for an interesting experience. It's going to be in Brooklyn, 1396 Fulton Street in Brooklyn this Wednesday, the 24th. But I'm going to have all of them, all 5 of them will be featured this coming Wednesday. You'll ask them questions. They will all give you an opportunity to tell you about their skill sets, what they do, why you should be there, and subscribe to the channel to be notified. Okay. And I want to thank everybody very, very much. And by the way, I do want to say that, yes, although August is practically over. Alrighty, let me get this out the way a second. Although August is practically over, please subscribe to my newsletter. It is absolutely free. Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. And everybody, I want to thank you very much. This has been a very, very enjoyable thing. Both shows, both segments, as far as I was concerned, is good. And for those of you who stuck from the beginning to end, much, much appreciated, because you could be doing something else with your valuable time. But I hope that you see the importance of oral health and how it affects your heart, your sleep, and just about anything else we take for granted, because we always run in our mouths. So we might as well keep it clean, okay, and take good care of it. And for my brother Richard Woods, we're going to find out why you didn't get on the camera next time. So everybody, I want you to have a very, very nice day. Please take good care of yourselves. And I will see you on Wednesday, the 24th, with King Simon and the crew.